Hello everyone, how are we doing today? Yes, we are back streaming in 2024. Very glad to have everyone here today. How are you doing? Hi Joshua, how are you? Hope you're doing well. And as you can see in front of me, today we are flying the Zibo Boeing 737-800 and we are in the Channel Custom CUDA livery. I hope you can all hear me okay. So yeah, let's get started. Let's brief the route today. Okay, and here is Navigraph charts. So today we are flying from Lima Echo Indio Bravo to Ibiza to Lima Foxtrot Mike Tango Montpellier. And the Montpellier scenery is by TearWearDesigns. So great freeware scenery on the org. And if you type in arrival, exclamation ARR, it will give you a link to that in chat. Great scenery, you'll see it at the end. We'll take a quick look around. Right, so let's close Navigraph. Let's move it off the screen. There we are. Okay. So, let's get started. We'll set up the aircraft. We do have active sky running. We've got a new throttle, so that's the Bravo throttle quadrant. All set up. TCA Thrustmaster yoke. So, let's get the aircraft started. Nope. And of course, the new HUD did come out for the Zibo mod, so we are going to be using that upon landing, and it is very, very nice. Turn the battery on, emergency exit lights can be armed. Let's connect the GPU.
Lima Foxtrot Mike Tango Airport Information Echo
That's
1930 Zulu weather wind 0.
That's the ATIS from Active Sky, which I'll show you later, because that is very, very nice. I do really like that function, having the ATIS. Right, I hope Nightbot works for your command there, Josh. There it is. There's a link to it. Right, so let's get the aircraft set up. Wheel well, wing, logo light can go on. Packs to auto. Isolation valve auto. Let's... Fasten seatbelt signs can go on. No smoking signs can go on. What else? Let's set the nav. The IRS to nav. There we are, 7 minutes until those finish aligning. Now let's get the aircraft boarded, and we will be importing our flight plan from SimBrief using the new functionality in the Zibo, which is also very, very nice. So we'll load the OFP. There we are. It'll load our fuel, zero fuel, and our cargo and everything, and we'll activate that. And in just a second, okay, I don't know why the jetway is disconnecting, but in just a second, everything will, all the doors will open and it will start loading. It's a really, really nice feature. Let's get the APU started, so we'll turn the aft fuel pump on. Get the APU started, and so then we can get the APU bleed on. Go to our FMC, position in initialization. There it is. So now it should be. There it is. Traffic global working nicely in the background. Let's reconnect the jetway. Okay, so we are at Lima Echo India Bravo, Ibiza. And we'll get the IRS position. And let's request a flight plan. We'll let that load. There it is, so we'll load that in now. There we are. Lovely stuff, so let's activate that. We'll go to our departure and arrival. Let's put a departure in, so we will be doing runway 24. And it's going to be this SID right here. And then for our arrival, we'll be doing the ILS Yankee approach into runway 30 right. Hi Flight Sim P-Lot guy, how are you? Great to have you here. And it will be the Mari 6T approach, there it is. Okay. Let's go, so route, let's request the perf in it. Haha, nice to have you here. No worries. I hope the stream is entertaining. Let's load that. There we are. So our reserves today, if I check the OFP, is our alternate is 1.8. Our fin res or our final reserves is 1 ton. So I'll bring Navigraph up here and show you. So to calculate the total reserves here, we add the alternate, which is here, and we add our fin res here. So that's what, 1.8 plus, we'll round that off to 1, so 2.8 today. Okay, so 2.8 for our reserves, that goes in there. And we are still being filled up, so we won't do this stuff for now. Let's go to legs and just check our flight plan. Make sure that's all good. And let me bring Navigraph back onto my second monitor. Hi Joe, how are you? Alright, so let's check the flight plan. Just make sure there's no discontinuities. And there's our ILS approach into runway 30 right. Perfect, that all is looking good. So we just need to wait for the IRSs to align.
Ground to flight deck, fuel is all loaded up and you are good to go.
Alright, so we have our fuel on board now as well. Right, so where's perf? There's our perf. As soon as we are finished boarding, which we are, I believe. There's a payload stuff going up. Let's check what our zero fuel weight is. Just looking on the OFB. So payload 12.1. I'm just going to put that in now. There we go. Okay, so it's just going to do that now. Just in the effort of time. Okay. Payload, I put 12.1, not 15. There we are. Okay, now we are good. So APU has started, so put that on the bus, turn the bleeds on, disconnect the GPU.
Flight attendants prepare for departure, cross check and all call, thank you.
Okay, that door will be closed soon. Turn the hydraulics on now as well, trim air can go on. That's our gross weight there, 61.7 tons today. And we'll do our takeoff page now. So flaps 5, V1, VR and V2. So V2 today is 144 knots. Let's set that up here on the MCP. 144 knots set, CG of 4.75. So let's set that. There we go, that's set. That's set to 4.75 now. Okay, so we are all done with that. Let's set that to the takeoff page. and set that to the legs page. Brilliant. RS has just aligned, so flight directors can go on. VNav, LNav, cruise altitude today is flight level 360. Beautiful, and we'll arm the auto throttle. Now let's have a listen to the ATIS. So with Active Sky, if you import your SimBrief flight plan into Active Sky and you tune either, you can tune either 122.0 and then you can tune 122.2 or 25. And you can listen to your departure and your arrival ATIS. So let's listen to our departure ATIS.
Lima Echo, India, Bravo, airport information, Golf 2000, Zulu, weather, wind, calm, visibility 10,000, sky condition, temperature 102.5, QNH 1019er, advise on initial contact, you have information, Golf.
Okay, so QNH 1019er. Otherwise the weather is
Lima
good
Echo.
here. Is the MCP panel also changed in this mode? So this was not changed, it's just a setting in here somewhere. MCP, one of these. What I did is which one is it? Basically what I did is I went through the Zibo PDF that comes with the mod, and it tells you how to set all this up in here, but it's one of these I changed, and I can't remember which one. So we have got the HUD. Nope, it's not that. Not that either. MCP, not those two. MCP panel. Yeah, okay. I'm not sure what I changed, but that's the MCP panel. I somehow changed it so the lighting is slightly different. And we have a new subscriber. Catherine Hibbs. Thank you very much for subscribing to the channel. Alrighty, so anyway, let's continue with the setup of the aircraft. So your damper can go on. We'll turn all the fuel pumps on now. BAT, APU gen. Okay, let's turn the window heats on now. Set this to 360, and the elevation in Montpellier, I'm not pronouncing that correctly. I already know I'm not, but hey, we'll go with it. So the elevation is 17 feet, so we'll keep that as 0. That's fine. Nav light to steady. I think they did change the textures. The textures here look different, but it is really nice. And we'll show off the HUD in a second. Alright. I think we are good to get pushback. So let's call the pushback tug and let me just check which way we're pushing back today. Okay, pushing back nose right, tail left.
Ground to Cockpit, please show me where you want to go.
Nose right, tail left.
Ground to Cockpit, Tau is driving up.
Okay, and yeah, we've got some traffic global aircraft flying about. As you can see, let me get rid of the parked aircraft. We'll see what's flying. So we've got, what's that? An ATR 72 landing, an ATR 72 taxiing. Lovely stuff. Traffic global, really nice. Barely any impact on FPS either. We are flying our channel livery here today. This will be made available for the Zibo 737 and the Tolis A321 on the X-Plane forum shortly. I do want to make some improvements to it first though, before I release it publicly.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Alright, so we'll wait for them to connect. And then we can make our way to Montpellier. There's the new HUD. Really, really nice. I've got my view all set up to use that. We'll use it on takeoff as well, actually. And you can change the brightness. I believe if you... Oh. Okay, never mind. You can add a shade if it's too light behind the HUD and you need it to be darker. So, yeah. And I believe it was a separate developer that develops...
bypass being inserted. Release parking brake.
It's a separate developer which develops the HUD. It's a Zibo, and this particular developer worked together to implement it. Right, so anyway, anti-collision light can go on. And let's put that... I'll put our transponder to Alt off, and we can disconnect the parking brake now.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Yeah, the HUD looks really nice. Really, really good.
Fox, this is Captain speaking. We're just final preparation here for departure from the gate. Maintenance is wrapping up one.
Lovely stuff. So let's start engine number 1, but first we'll turn off the backs. Okay, starting engine number 1.
On our way. Thanks for your patience.
Oh yeah, lovely sounds. 22% N2. We'll add the fuel in. Default Zibo sounds are so good. Honestly, this aircraft is payware level of quality. It's just amazing. Right, so we got a good start on engine number 1. Now we'll start engine number 2. Look at that, really nice animations as well. And we'll add the fuel in again. Let's set our flaps. Hear the flaps. Nice flap sounds as well.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Set the parking brake. And yeah,
Selecting tow. Stand by.
yeah, I just flew in a 737 on holiday over Christmas and sat in this pretty much where I'm sat now in the sim. So I sort of replicated the view, and the sounds are just so bang on. Like it's weird going in a real 737 and just hearing the exact same as what I'm hearing in you know, in the sim, in the Zibo mod. So, you know, huge props to Zibo. I mean, the sounds are just so close to reality. It's great. Right, we got a good start on both engines, so we'll set those to continuous. We'll put the gens on the bus, turn the packs back on. APUB can go off, APU can go off. Probe heat's on. Okay, so as soon as the ground crew disconnect, there it is.
Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Beautiful. As soon as they're out of the way, we will taxi here to runway 24. Make sure my pedals are working. Alright. So taxi lights, runway turn off light can go on. Disable the parking brake, give it a little bit of power. There we are. And there's the pin. Great stuff. And I am now using the Honeycomb Bravo throttle, which is really, really nice. Highly recommend. I actually 3D printed my own 737 throttle handles because the default ones are really small. That's the only sort of complaint I have on the throttle. The rest is really, really nice. Just the default throttle handles are really small. So I 3D printed some new ones and they are great. An EasyJet, what's that, an A319 it looks like parked up there. We've got Active Sky and Visual XP running. And Active Sky has really impressed me as well. It's super accurate in, you know, all of my testing compared to X-Plane default live weather, which isn't too bad, but does some strange things sometimes. The Active Sky has really impressed me. So after this, we'll be making a left turn. Yeah, I can't wait to show you guys the HUD. It is super nice. And it's been implemented really well. I don't normally like flying with a HUD. I never flew with a HUD before. But this is an exception. It's really nice. Turn the weather radar on. We'll put airports. We'll watch where we're taxiing here. So let's put airports. There it is. Put airports on the ND there as well. Good stuff. And we'll taxi to the end of the runway. Get ready for departure. We've got my own custom zoom levels 16 or 17 ortho. I think I'm using Bing for the island of Ibiza. And I did announce something on my channel, what was it, 2 days ago, which I'm really excited for, and we'll be talking more about that during cruise. No, I don't have the Honeycomb Alpha yoke because I've got the Boeing TCA Thrustmaster yoke, which is really nice for flying these airliners. I've also done some Cessna flying with it. It's very nice. But yeah, I've heard the Honeycomb Alpha is really good, and after using the Honeycomb Bravo, yeah, I could definitely vouch for the Bravo. It's really nice. Just need to get some custom flat handles, speed brake handles printed with detents. I'm currently sort of designing that in my CAD software. I know you can buy some, but I'm not spending what, you know, 80-90 pounds on some 3D printed handles. While they are great quality, I'm gonna make them myself. So here we are at the hull point. Just make sure we have nothing on final approach, which we don't. We'll line up with the runway, turn our landing lights on. Solution lights are strobing steady. Lovely cabin announcements, and we'll turn our transponder to TARA. Let's get this HUD. Yeah, the Boeing yoke is really nice. Highly recommend it. And up here, runway 24. Alright. Do a quick config check. Oh, that's because the lever's just not in the right position. Do a quick config check. We're good. Recoil, we're good. Alright, let's go flying. 40% M1. Add a little bit of forward pressure on the yoke. And toga. Lovely. SP to live.
80 knots.
We'll release that forward pressure. There's a dead band.
Positive green.
Gear up. Oh yeah, the 737 sounds really nice.
400.
So I'm not sure exactly how the HUD's used on takeoff, but I do know how it's used for landing. So I believe we put that, or
1000.
the bird as they call it in the Airbus, the big circle over the top of that little circle, and that's like following the flight directors essentially. There's thrust reduction. Lovely. Really nice hand flying this aircraft. And we'll have flaps up. Get back on the flight directors. What's the transition attitude here? 6,000. Yeah, I've never used a HUD on the 737 either really, so by far I'm not flying to procedure. But anyway, we'll stow it for now, we don't really need it. Let's engage the autopilot. Let's set the landing gear to the off position and we'll go for a flyby. Oh yeah, look at that. Lovely stuff. 6,000, which is standard. And engine start switches can go back to auto. Taxi and runway turn-off lights can go off. Wheel well light can go off. Wing and logo light can also go off. Alright. There we are. Let's zoom out in the ND a bit. What's in the middle of the pedestal? Do you mean this by any chance? Yes, this is the part of the HUD, the new HUD. I'm not entirely sure how it works. So you can change. So let's go here and see if we can get both in camera view. We won't be able to see the HUD. Anyway, looks like you can change the mode, so... Oh yeah, look, it is changing. That's really cool. I think that's what it was on before. What else? Standby. Oh, that's a standby, presumably. Runway. Again, I don't know how this works, so I'm not going to touch too much. You can turn the brightness up and down. Okay, anyway, we'll store that for now. We'll use that on landing. We're now above 10,000 foot, so we can turn the landing lights off. And we'll turn the fasten seatbelt signs off as well. As we leave the island of Ibiza behind on our way to Montpellier. Yeah, it's a really cool feature. I mean, this is what I like about Zibo. When they implement a feature, they implement it really well. And you know, that's not to say it might not have bugs. You know, of course that's going to happen. I've not found any bugs so far. But yeah, when he implements something, he implements it really well. He goes the full distance, goes the extra mile. Got some slightly blocky looking clouds today, but hopefully they'll clear up on our way to our destination airport. So yeah, first time streaming with the Honeycomb Bravo. I've been doing some flights with it the last sort of 2 weeks. And yeah, it is really, really nice. I just love the amount of tension you can get out of it. I've not actually cranked the tension all the way up because otherwise it's too much, but it's there if you need it, and I'm sure it'll make anyone really happy. And you know, you've got 6 axes, currently only using 4 custom handles, so you know, you can go and buy custom 3D printed handles from Etsy and eBay and all sorts. So there's just so many options. The gear lever is really nice, really, you know, it's got a nice clunky feel. Feels like you're actually moving a, you know, mechanical gear lever, not just a switch. Trim wheel is really useful for flying GA as well. And of course you've got all the autopilot stuff as well, which is really nice. Yeah, the HUD is created by a third party. It was is a plugin for X-Plane actually, which you can implement into aircraft. I'm not sure how exactly that works, but essentially the developer of the HUD plugin and Zibo have worked together to implement it into the aircraft as standard. So all the HUD updates, I believe, will be down to this third-party developer. Just Zibo will implement it into the aircraft himself, kind of thing. So they're working together, which is really nice. Always like to see third-party devs working together to create these amazing products for us. Alright, so some of you may have seen 2 days ago I enabled memberships on the channel. This is really exciting for me. We have got the first stage of the YouTube partnership program, so thank you very much to all of you for making that happen. So yeah, we have now we have now enabled memberships on the channel. There are three tiers for you to choose from, and let's have a quick look now. Actually, I'll bring it up on my second monitor and then I'll share with you guys, and we're looking to have a very quick chat about some of the perks, how it works. Obviously absolutely not required, just you being here watching my videos and streams is more than enough. I don't need a single penny. If you do want to support the channel, then that's great and I really appreciate it. So these are all of the memberships, and there'll be a link in the description, blue join button, whatever, if you do want to have a look. Hey Up the Chill, how are you? Great to see you here. How's the flight? Flight is doing good so far. Looks like we're in some cloud at the moment. Actually, we should probably turn our engine anti-ice on shot, since we are in cloud and it's like 9 degrees, so let's do that. Anyway, so yeah, back to the memberships. So I've got all the badges set up and we'll go through some of the perks. So member only live streams, I'll be doing these once a month. Do not worry, all my live streams will still be public. Just my members only live streams, which I'll be doing monthly, will be obviously members only, so they're a nice exclusive thing. You know, photos and status updates for members only polls, so you know, choosing routes for my streams, choosing what aircraft I fly, things like that. I will still have some public ones as well, so don't worry. Priority reply to comments, exclusive access to some channels in my Discord server. So in my Discord server I will have some specific channels which are members only, and that includes exclusive file downloads. So some of my personal config files, like my XP realistic profiles, my Visual XP preset, which I'm currently using, is all available to download in there. I'll be adding other stuff, you know, things like my controls, even, you know, when I print this stuff for the Honeycomb Bravo, my custom throttle handles, the STL files for that will all be available there. and that's available with the second tier, so the CUDA Captain membership. Exclusive wallpapers, I'll be adding wallpapers, screenshots for you guys. You can download, use them as wallpapers. And then these two here, or these last ones here, are for the senior captain membership. And it's just if you want to, you know, support the channel a little bit more, it will go back towards this channel and my PPL. Of course, again, not necessary, just if you want to. And when I start selling merchandise, senior captains will get a 20% discount on all my merchandise when it's available. So yeah, if you do want to support the channel, do take a look at this. But yeah, memberships are now available on the channel, so thank you very much for making that possible. But again, I do want to reiterate, all my live streams, videos will still be completely free to watch. It's not going to impact anyone really, other than people who want to become members. People who don't want to become members, don't worry, it's not going to impact you at all, pretty much. Everything will still be available to you publicly. One thing I do plan to do for members only will be some of my review videos, such as my Visual XP review. I'm going to be doing a Active Sky XP review. Will be available 24 hours early for members, and then they'll become available publicly after that. So, you know, if you want a sneak peek at some of these videos, then do join. Yeah, it's exciting times for the channel. I appreciate you letting me borrow some toeless footage, man. I don't got it, but I still want to recommend it. Heard nothing but good things about it. Yeah, man. All the toeless aircraft are just amazing. You know, the whole A320 family of aircraft, the A340, just amazing. And yeah, if you ever get the chance, do pick it up. You will not be disappointed, that's for sure. And yeah, of course, you can use my footage. That's fine. I'm excited for the video. Once you've got it uploaded, once you've got it done, do send it to me. So I do have an Active Sky XP review coming soon, and then another video on using Active Sky XP with Visual XP and the sort of results I get. I mean, I'm using Active Sky and Visual XP together now, and I've got some pretty solid results. So it's really good. Probably another ortho installation, because I've been getting requests for that coming soon as well, and just more live streams. Honestly, toeless is a bit overpriced. It is on the expensive side of add-ons, I do agree, and it, you know, might be out of reach for some people. But honestly, I think they're priced quite fairly. I mean, yes, they're expensive, but they are really, really high quality. And you know, it's, I mean, like Art the Chill just said there, the player-based next plane is nowhere near what Microsoft Flight Sim is. And so, you know, I Builds released A300 for Microsoft Flight Sim for something like £36, which is really cheap for the you know, the quality that they put into it. But their player base is huge. You know, they're gonna easily get 10 times more sales than what a toeless aircraft is going to get, just because of the Microsoft Flight Sim player base. So yeah, I think the toeless prices are fair, if I'm honest. They do need to make their money back at the end of the day. At least they do need to make a profit, so that's fine. I mean, the Flight Factor 767, 757 global packages are very expensive, and they are getting a bit on the old side now. So I'd say they are overpriced. The Flight Factor products are overpriced a little bit. But looking forward to the 777 V2 nonetheless. Yeah, exactly. That's why Microsoft Flight Sim add-ons are cheaper. It's because they just automatically get more customers. Oh really? I've not picked up the XCG yet. I know the sounds aren't brilliant on it, but I was looking at possibly having a go at that. But again, yeah, it's $80 for another 737, sorry. I know it's a whole different variant, but I have my Zibo. I like my Zibo, so, and it's free, so that's why I've sort of held off. I'd rather get a completely different aircraft, like, you know, the MD-11, for example, which I do have. Yeah, if you want to get the whole A320 family, that is going to be expensive. Maybe they should be a nice bundle, because, yeah, I mean, the differences aren't that huge. They are all on par quality-wise now, but maybe they should do some sort of bundle. But I agree, the individual prices are very fair. Skip it, sounds okay, but so much is missing. Yeah, I'll maybe wait till it gets some updates, and then we'll see. But you know, if people want to see it on the channel, then that's a different story. I'll stream what the people want to see. I mean, I've not flown the Zibo in like 3 months before Christmas, because I was getting all sorts of new planes. You know, I got the 340, the 767, 757, the A350, the MD-11, the Fearless 747. So, you know, I was busy with all these payware aircraft I was getting. The Tolus A321. I was busy with that, and I'd just not flown the Zibo in so long. And when I got back off holiday, I'd flown on the 737. I was like, I gotta fly the Zibo again. And God, it is, after flying all of those payware, the Zibo still continues to impress me, honestly. That and the Tolus Airbuses are just so nice to fly in X-Plane and use. They're so user-friendly. And zero documentation. I don't even know if I'm supposed to use only one pack on ground, because I don't know if it's Sunstrand or Garrett APU. I would know by gauge. It's FADEC controlled, no limit on EGT, but still zero documentation. Yeah, I'd like when there's a lot of documentation on aircraft. I mean, the Tolus products come with so much documentation. I mean, it's like 90 pages, and you get like 3 manuals, and yeah. So having no documentation isn't great. There aren't many add-ons with documentation. Most new add-ons do now. I know the Tolus aircraft do. I think the MD-11 did. The Flight Factor products, I don't think they came with much documentation, as far as I'm aware. But yeah, some do, some don't, but I'd like when there's documentation. Even if I already know how to like fly the aircraft, know how to operate the aircraft, it's still really nice to have. Yeah, it just comes with documentation. Comes with a lot of documentation, actually. So if I just, 1 second, the screen is gonna go black for like 2 seconds, but I promise I'll bring the screen back. Alright, we're back. Yeah, I just had to open my file explorer lol. Right, so let's have a look at this Tolus documentation whilst we're here in cruise. And we'll have a look at what aircraft do come with documentation. So aircraft, I'm going to go through the A321. And yeah, there's a folder called manuals. If I bring it up on the screen. As you can see, there's a folder called manuals, and then there's all of these manuals. So there's an aircraft manual, as you can see here, and it's like what, 50 pages on like everything in the aircraft, which is really nice. And then we have the There's all of these. I'm not going to go through all of them. There's so many. So the Fearless comes with manuals. I don't briefing. So the A350 comes with a documentation, although it is. Oh, it's been revised. Okay, cool. But yeah, that comes with documentation. And that's like a what, a 15-year-old plane now or something. Docs. Oh yeah, look at all this. Plenty of documentation. The rotate. Yep. They all come with documentation now. What about the INI A300? Oh, I don't think it does. So the INI aircraft don't, but they have a whole set of videos on YouTube, so that sort of makes up for it, I suppose. I really like how PMG does it in the terms of the document. It's like an actual FCOM. Oh really? I don't have the PMDG, but that's really cool. Just checked, and yeah, there is, though too lazy to read it, never realized. It's a folder tab that's too boring to open. Yeah, there's so much information in there, it's kind of crazy how much information is in there. It's really nice. Really, really nice, that's for sure. So we have just passed. Let's turn those exterior sounds down. Damn, that is loud. We have passed the island of Mallorca, there on the left, as we head into Montpellier. King Pug, how are you? Nice to have you here. Hello to you too. Oh, we can turn the auto brakes off now, actually. And top of descent, about 100 miles to go. Got a nice tailwind here, as I decided to hit my yoke by accident. Right, so tomorrow I am planning to stream the Flight Factor 757. So if you've got any route suggestions, I'm currently thinking of doing Memphis to Louisville, some cargo hubs in the United States. That's my plan for now. But yeah, we'll be flying the 757 tomorrow with the Mango Studio sound pack, of course. What's the thing to change the volume without going inside? This is B2 volume no, let's not do that. That's the wrong thing. This is B2 volume control. It's just a lower script. If you're in my Discord, I'll put it in my Discord in a bit. Or I can put it in chat, hang on. Bring that off screen. Let me just search it up. It's just a low script. B2 volume control. Yeah, there it is. So I'll put a link in chat. I started watching my own stream and I heard my voice back and I didn't like it. Right, there's a link in chat for you now. Let's go for some flybys. Lovely. No worries, that is all good. I'm glad I was able to show you that plugin. so we're looking good. One thing we can do is if we go here, we can request our descent winds. So let's get those. That'll make VNAV more accurate, hopefully. I believe that's what it does. We'll load those in. Lovely. Everything. Oh, we can turn our engine anti-ice off now as well. I forgot about that. So yeah, 757 tomorrow, looking forward to that one. Just got the 757. So I did a test flight with it today. Really nice. Very similar to the 767, of course. But all those, the rear tilted landing gear, they're tilted like opposite way like an A330 on the 757. Really nice. Makes your landings look so much better. Did enjoy the 757. So hopefully do some cargo ops with that. And then after that, next stream, probably Sunday evening, I'd say. What do you guys want to see? Up to you guys. Yeah, so it really is a button machine. Let's see if I can get a poll going in the chat. I'm not sure if this is a thing. It is. Oh, that is really cool. Didn't know I could do that. Anyway, so in chat, put what you'd like me to fly on Sunday. 767 would fit the role better compared to 330. Yeah, probably. I think the 75, what was that meant to? I mean, I guess they're both kind of targeted as similar. I guess the 75 you could say was maybe a counter to the 340 possibly, although I'm not sure which one came out when. 75 more like the 321. Yeah, that's it. Price of pay with documentation compared with Zibo. Yeah, I mean, Zibo is payware quality. I mean, it's brilliant. Constantly getting updates. You know, it's been updated all the time. Literally multiple updates per day. It's difficult to keep up. Yeah, Zibo is just amazing. I only flew the Zibo for the first like 5 years of flight sim on X-Plane 11. It's only recently I started getting into other aircraft, other payware add-ons. I'm thinking we can take the A350 out on Sunday. Maybe we can do, maybe we'll do something like LAX to SFO maybe. And of course, if you guys are enjoying the stream, I would really appreciate it if you gave the stream a like. It really does help. Thank you very much for being here. You know, all I can say is Finnair and Helsinki. Hey, that's an idea. Maybe we'll fly to or from Helsinki. Finnair fly the A350, right? What about something like Oslo to Helsinki? How long's that? It would have to be a fairly short flight, about an hour long. So let's take a listen to the arrival ATIS at Montpellier.
Lima, Foxtrot, Mike, Tango, airport information. Lima 2030, Zulu, weather, wind 358 at 5, visibility 10,000, sky clear, temperature -1, dew point -4, QNH 1022. Advise on initial contact, you have information. Lima.
Alright, so QNH 1022, we'll get that ready.
Lima,
And yep. Finnair does fly A350 on London Helsinki. Oh, does it? I think that'll be too long for a stream. That's what, 3 or 4 hours, isn't it? So might be a bit too long for a stream on Sunday night, but maybe that's a route we can do at some point in the future. If you can give me a nice route, either to or from Helsinki, that's about an hour, we'll do that with the Finnair A350 for you on Sunday. Uh, 80 miles to go till our top of descent. And yeah, what I want to do with this livery is I want to make the grey sort of either a little bit more shiny or sort of metallic. I don't actually know how to do that yet, so I'll have to mess about with some of the I think the NML files or the NRL files or something in the livery. I'll have to mess about with them, see if I can get it to change. But yeah, that's the channel livery. I have got it on the A321 and I need to make one for all my other aircraft. We'll do some CUDA cargo as well, and we'll also do some for the A300, the A300, the MD-11. We'll do some retro liveries as well, and then I'll release all of those on the X-Plane forum for you guys to enjoy. Yeah, this landing will be really interesting. It's a beautiful approach into Montpellier. I flew the sector the other day, and with the HUD, it'll be really nice. I'm really excited for this because I've really been enjoying flying the Zibo with the HUD. It's really, really nice. Let's get ready then. We'll start tuning in our ILS if my chart loads, that is. There we are. Right, so our ILS frequency is 108.55, so let's get that tuned in. 108.55. And we'll put that in here as well. 10855. There we are, 10855 on both sides, and the course is 303. Already set there because the last flight I did was to Montpellier. And we'll set auto brake. Set auto brake 3. It's a bit of a short runway. And yeah, the scenery is by TearWearDesigns. There's some great freeware scenery for X-Plane 12, and he has also done some payware as well. So yeah, highly recommend TearWearDesigns scenery. It does come with a bit of ortho, and I have made my own ortho around the area as well, so you'll see that. Hey Nikki, thank you for becoming a member. Nikki has become a CUDA first officer. Thank you very much. Glad to have you here. Hope you're enjoying the stream. And yeah, said it earlier, I'll be flying the 757 tomorrow with the Mango Studios sound pack, of course. Lovely stuff. Alright, not long to go. We are about 40 miles away from our top descent now. And we are nice and prepared for our approach into Montpellier. I still don't know if I'm saying that correct. Beautiful. Oh yeah, look at that. Really nice. Just absolutely love the X-Plane camera system. I say it every stream, but it's just so good. I mean, look at that. Lovely stuff. We're descending here shortly. So my plan going forward, I want to be more consistent with my live stream, so I'm thinking of doing 2 or 3 a week. I am starting uni next week, so it depends on how much work I get from uni. I'll decide how much I want to do a week. So it'll be around 2 or 3 streams a week, a video every now and then. Maybe 1 video a week or something. Just depends if there's stuff to review or something to make a tutorial on. Oh, and Drishal MAC2 is now on TikTok as well. I thought I'd try my hand at TikTok. I don't really know how it works, but we'll we'll try. So yeah, I am on TikTok. Just same username as my YouTube. Let me see if I can post in chat the link, so do go follow me on there as well. So I grab the link. How do I share? Oh, share profile, there it is. There we are. There is the Drishal MAC2 TikTok link for you guys if you do want to go and follow me there. Awesome. So let's reset our MCP alt. We'll clear ourselves down to 10,000. There we are. And the aircraft will descend when we hit our top of descent. I'm new to X-Plane 12. Is there a way to import flight plans straight from SimBrief, and what free add-ons are good? Okay, so perfect. Number one free add-on is what I'm flying right now. This is the Zibo 737. If I do exclamation aircraft in the chat, it'll bring up a link to it. It is completely free to download, and it is one of the best add-ons for X-Plane, full stop. It is better than some payware aircraft. So first freeware, I would start with Zibo 737. Sparky 747 is pretty decent as well. Now to import flight plans from SimBrief, it varies from aircraft to aircraft. On this particular aircraft, what you have to do is from SimBrief, you can do flight plan downloads. What you need to do is go there and download the file that it will say Zibo 737, and the file it'll download will be called b738.xml. All you need to do is that needs to go into a folder, so I believe that has to go into, I think it's oh no, it's X-Plane resources. Where's flight plans? Or am I missing something? FMS plans. Okay, so you need to put it in here in output FMS plans. This file here. Do not rename it. That's one thing. Do not rename it. But you need to move this b738x.xml file that you download. Put it in here. Then, as you'll see from the start of the stream, you'll be able to see how I imported it in. It'll come up on your FMC, similar to other aircraft. For example, the TOLUS aircraft, you just put your SimBrief ID into the TOLUS ISCS and it'll load that way. I must go now. Have a good landing, my dude. Thank you. No worries, Art of the Chill. Glad to have you here. Hi, how are you? Good to have you here. I'm thinking about getting the A350. Can you import flight plans into that? Yes, you can. So in the A350, we've started our descent. In the A350, all you do is put your SimBrief ID into the EFB that's in the A350. I don't think it's called that in the A350, but either way, there's a screen with all the settings off to the left. All you do is put your SimBrief ID in there, and then in the sort of the MCDU or whatever it is you call it in the A350, you just need to request a company route and then import everything in from SimBrief. So yeah, you can. Regarding the A350, it's a good plane. Well, it's okay plane. It's old now, as in the add-on is a bit old now. So don't expect anything study level, nothing compared to the TOLUS products or this Zibo 737, but it's not bad. I actually do enjoy flying it. So, and I am actually planning to stream it on Sunday night. Is there any add-ons for like jetways? Yes, so the one that I use is called SAM, Scenery Animation Manager, and I'll grab a link to this for you. It is also free, and essentially with compatible scenery, so this is based on the third-party scenery, it can automate the jetways, connect and disconnect for you. So you might see it here. I think the scenery I'm landing at does have SAM integration. But yeah, SAM does a load of other stuff as well. I don't really use it for that. It's just mainly for jetways, but you have all sorts of pre-flight stuff. Plan, it'll connect to SimBrief. You know, so it'll import from SimBrief, for example. You know, there's a load of stuff here. Let me get you a link to SAM. Right, so let's get a link to SAM. No worries, that's what I'm here for. I don't mind anyone asking me about any plugins, it's all fine. I'm trying to find a link here. Right. Here. Is this the correct link? Yep. Okay, so I'm gonna put a link in chat now. So that's a link to a forum post, and from there you can get the link to the download SAM 3. And yeah, I've heard things about the A350, however Microsoft Flight Sim currently doesn't have many enjoyable aircraft, and A350 is my favourite, so I may as well give it a try. Yeah, for sure, give it a try. It's often on sale, so maybe wait for a sale. But yeah, by all means, I really like the A350 in real life, so I decided to, even though the add-on isn't the highest of qualities, not study level or anything like that, it's good, I'd say. If you just want to fly an A350, then yeah, it's great. It gets you from A to B, but you won't be doing any like emergency operations or anything like that in there. Yes, but some of the top payware for X-Plane would be the Tolis fleet of products. So they have the A319, 20 and 21, and the A340. Then we've got Flight Factor, they do some nice planes. So the 757, 767 are good, and then obviously they do the A350 as well. Rotate MD-11 is really, really nice. That's very high quality and has definitely come a long way. And what else? Steam is still open. Whoops. Let me close Steam real quick. Screen will come back in a second, don't we? And we're back. Alright, Steam is now gone. Nope, go away. There we are. And it's going to open NVIDIA, isn't it now? Yep. Alright. So we are descending through 20,000 foot. Let's just check what the transition level is. So transition level by ATC, transitional is 5,000. So we'll do 6,000 for the transition level. Yeah, the stock A330 does definitely have some bugs, so yeah, I'd definitely recommend trying the Zibo 737 out. It is really, really nice. Yeah, the autopilot definitely has some bugs in that default A330, that's for sure. looking good. Let's set our minimums. I'll go to Navigraph, grab our minimums from there. So 216, our minimums today. There we are, all set. Is the 757 good? I'm actually streaming it tomorrow, so you can come along and have a look. Yeah, it's good. I've not had any, or too many major issues with it so far. I am reviewing it. I just got it yesterday for review, so I'll be reviewing that tomorrow in the stream and also on the xplanereviews.com. Yeah, 757 is not bad. It's a bit more on the pricey side for the whole bundle, but if you just want to get one variant, then it's not too bad. Textures are a little bit old. They could do with an update for sure, but systems are okay. Flight model is decent, so yeah, it's a good plane. I have the Airbus style side stick, so I feel like it'd feel weird flying a Boeing. I used to fly Boeings with a side stick. Well, I always flew Boeings with a side stick because that's all I had until I got my yoke a few months ago. But I was flying with a side stick for years, so I think you'll be okay. It'd be weird to fly an Airbus with a yoke, but flying a Boeing with a side stick isn't too bad. I'd give it a go, that's for sure. Perfectly on VNAV path. So we got our ILS set, we got our minimum set. Looking good. We're ahead of, not ahead of schedule, but we are ahead of the aircraft. Not the aircraft is ahead of us, so that's good. Between the two, the 757 is definitely higher quality, but it is slightly more expensive for the full bundle. You do with the 757 with the full bundle get the 200, the 300, the F, and the private variant, the Air Force One variant, I believe it is. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's a CF or something variant. So you get 4 variants with the 757. A350, you just get the A350-900. 757 definitely high quality, but I think it depends on which aircraft you prefer in real life. So if you really like the A350, you're gonna get a lot of enjoyment out of it. I definitely have. I've been doing some really nice ultra long hauls with it. It's been fun. Which one do you get with the cheapest variant? I think it's approaching Montpellier now. Should have some ortho coming in view. I did download ortho for this area. Right, let's go here. Let's set our flap speed. So we'll do 30. 141 is our final approach speed. And let's turn on our landing lights. Oh, it's your birthday on the 30th, so might as well buy both. Hey, go for it. I think you'll enjoy both. But I will recommend the Tolis A340, A321, A320 and A319. They are great value for money. So if you are looking at any of those, then those are by far higher quality than both of those combined, most likely. They are really good. Anything toeless is great, essentially.
1,000 to go.
Sure, take a look, and if you need any help, do join my Discord. You can message me there. As there's a bunch of great people there. They'll help you out. I can help you out deciding which payroll add-ons you want to get. Right, so that's 10,000 feet. Let's look at our platform altitude is 2,000, so let's just set 2,000. Okay. We'll reset the VNav and we'll start making our descent. Oh, I know all about that. I want to be a pilot as well, a commercial pilot, and yeah, I'm from the UK. Yeah, the cost is insane. It is so expensive. TUI actually just opened their cadet program, so that's something I'll be applying for. But yeah, it is very expensive to become a pilot in the UK. That's for sure. But flight sim does help. It does help. You know, and that's why, you know, as I say, all the memberships and donations and stuff that come through the channel, all that will be reinvested back into the channel or go towards my flight training, you know. Because, yep, very, very expensive. In the UK, from, you know, having no hours to full frozen ATPLs, which is what you need for you know, commercial airline pilot, you're looking at around 100,000, and then maybe another 20,000 for type rating, depending on what aircraft you're going to fly. For PPL, it's about 15,000. So yeah, it's very expensive. So we should be seeing my custom author now that I generated earlier. And let's listen to the ATIS once more.
Lima, Foxtrot, Mike, Tango, airport information, Papa 2100, Zulu, weather, wind 028 at 3, visibility 10,000, sky clear, temperature -1, dew point -5, QNH 1022, advise on initial contact, US information, Papa.
Alright.
Lima,
Yeah, so I think what you're talking about is a Speedbird program by British Airways and the TUI cadetship program. Basically what happens is they'll pay for your flight training in full whilst you're doing it, and then you'll pay it back by them taking it out of your salary when you work for them. Essentially, that's how it works. So you don't need that upfront cost. Really great scheme. I'm applying to both of those, but they are really, really difficult to get into, so we'll see. Let's put some fixes for situational awareness. So LFMT. Put one at 10 nautical miles and one at 7, just for situational awareness. Platform altitude is 2,000, so we are good. Yeah, 100% applied to both. So you're 17 from the 17 on the 30th, so you can apply next year. I think you have to be 18, right? Or is it 16? I'm not sure. But yeah, I'm definitely applying to those. And there's no harm in applying. If you don't get it, you don't get it. You can apply next time. You know, if you do get it, brilliant. Look at that. Beautiful. let's turn these lights on. There we are. When do they open? The TUI applications opened yesterday actually, and I'm not sure when the Speedbird program applications open. I need to look into that. But the TUI program is open right now. Alright, so we're 11 miles out. Let's start slowing down. We go 180, and we'll go flaps 1. And let's arm the approach. There we are. So we've got VOR lock, and we'll capture the glide slope shortly. Grab required. Let's put the speed brakes out a little bit. No worries, my man. Always happy to help.
1,000 to go.
Alright, let's go flaps 5. I'm excited for the landing.
$2,500.
So we're on the speed brake. And we are now intercepted the glide slope and the localizer. That's great. And let's just remind ourselves of our final approach speed is 141 with 30 degrees of flaps. 18 for the two boom. Yeah, I thought so. Alright, so let's go gear down. And flaps 10. And we'll slow down to 160 as well. Let's get the HUD out. Here we go. That's what I'm talking about. And let's hope I butter the landing. We'll have to see, won't we? I'll turn weather radar off now. Right, wish me luck. Let's slow down to a final approach speed. Thank you, Polar. Appreciate that. Looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. And flaps 30. Looking good.
1,000.
1,000 feet stabilized, Mr. Birch altitude set.
Yep, we can add the darkening filter. That's a bit too dark for me right now. I can't actually see the runway. But yeah, you can add the darkening filter. You're meant to be able to change the brightness here as well, but I can't get it to work, so... yeah, there's the darkening filter. Right, so let's disconnect the auto throttle there. Alright, and disconnect autopilot. My aircraft. And we'll use the HUD to bring it in. One thing I did forget to do. Engine mode selectors to continuous.
400.
Bit fast.
300. Approaching minimums. 200. Minimum.
Continue.
100. 50. 40. 30, 20, 10.
Oh, we got the butter. Fly the nose wheel down. There it is. Welcome to Montpellier, ladies and gentlemen. Sturdy reverses, manual braking. There we are. Beautiful. Landing with a HUD is just amazing. And let's bring the flaps up. We'll take this exit here. And this scenery is of course by TearWearDesigns. And we'll have a quick look around in just a second. Right, so landing lights can go off, position light can go to steady, engine start switches back to auto. Let's get the APU started. There we are. TCAS can go back to standby. And we'll take this left here. Thank you very much, Joshua. That was a butter, wasn't it? We'll have a look at the replay in just a second. Looking forward to seeing this one. Taxi here to the gate. Right, flat directors can also go off. There you go. We can turn the airports off there. Can reset the minimums. I think we're looking good. We can stow the HUD now. But yeah, isn't that HUD just amazing? Great work from Zibo. Amazing, amazing stuff. And a really nice scenery as well. We're going to this gate here. Yeah, landing with the Bravo throttle makes a world of difference too, because you can be so much more precise on the throttle. So we'll take this sharp right turn here. Put a bit of power in. Come on. Bit more power. There it is. And we do have SAM 3, so we can show you that. Forgot to set to manual. So we'll park up here. Take a quick look around the scenery, and then we will look at the replays. It was a really enjoyable flight. And there's no marshaller, so I'll just take a quick look outside so I know where to start. A marshaller would be really nice, one thing that could be added. Right, APU gens on, turn the bleed on too, and cut the engines. Alright. Lovely stuff. Get some of these lights off, anti-collision light off. Let's get that gate connected. Taxi and one-way turnouts can go off. Turn the packs off, isolation valve open, bleed off, trim air off, window heats and probe heats off, Electric hydraulic pumps can also go off. Oh, we didn't turn the fasten seatbelt signs back on. Whoops. No smoking sign can go off. Fuel pumps off. Fuel damper off. IRS is off. We have that. I don't know why it's connecting that one. It should really be connecting that one, but there you go. Right. Let's turn that light off. Emergency exit lights off. APU off. Standby power off. And bat off. There we are. It's full shutdown. Let's take a look around this scenery then, shall we? Right, so let me just move something. Right, I'll move my mic. Right, so this here is Montpellier, if I'm pronouncing it right, by TearWearDesigns. And first of all, just look at the runway texture. Really, really nice. Got some custom runway textures, custom taxiway textures all along here, which is really, really nice. Got some custom stuff over here. I don't know this airport personally, but look at that. We've got another runway here with another custom textures. So yeah, it's really, really nice, and we'll show you the night lighting in just a second. Got some buildings here, and we have got obviously SAM integration control tower. I think these are custom models possibly. Some aircraft parked over here at KLM 737. Got these hangars. So yeah, it's a nice scenery, especially it being freeware. That's for sure. Right, so let me do this. Let me finish my flight. There we are. And let's take a look at the landing. So let's take a look at the landing first, and we'll make it nighttime. And we'll take a look at the night lighting. Just gotta find the perfect. Oh, perfect. Look at that. We'll take a look at it from a few different angles, not to worry. Lovely stuff. Oh yeah. Just hand flying this aircraft, especially in X-Plane, is so nice. Beautiful. Almost perfect, if I do say so myself. And since 1208, nose gears do not slam down now, which is really nice. And let's take a look from here. Beautiful. Ryanair would fire me for a landing as beautiful as that. Super, super nice. Let's take a look at one more angle. Look at that reflection. So, so nice. The flaps rattling like that, so nice. They actually rattle quite a lot landing. Okay, I gotta look at this one more time. Oh, that's a nice angle. That's a real nice angle. Nice little D crab at the end. Wow, look at that. Stopped fairly quickly too. We had auto brakes 3. Alright, so that's gonna be it for today's stream, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for watching, and tomorrow we'll be in the 757. Most probably be doing Memphis to Louisville in the 757 F, of course, by flight factor. So thank you very, oh, that's a beautiful shot. Look at that. So thank you very much for watching. It's been really nice having you all here, and I'll see you in the next one.